Welcome to Love's Buzz Podcast. Music, movies, personal, and so much more. Welcome, everybody, to another great podcast. We are still in the first week of January 2021. Sit back and relax. We've got quite a few topics today that I'm going to get to, and it's going to be a good one because we're going to kind of be a little bit all over the map here with some really great stuff. First up, I got to tell you, making a little bit of news, which was kind of cool. Once again, was Blake and Gwen. Gwen is coming out with her own brand new tune, which I am completely head over heels for. It's such a great tune. It's a bouncy tune. A very creative tune that is called Let Me Reintroduce Myself. A very cool tune. Blake Shelton on New Year's Eve just released his new tune. Well, actually, it's not really released. He debuted it. And it's called Minimum Wage. Now, he's getting some backlash for this one. Because there was a line in the song that says, you could make a man feel rich on minimum wage. Why are people getting... I don't understand. I think with everything that's happened over this last year, everybody's, I think, emotions are just a little over-heightened. And this is a pretty good example of that because, I mean, come on. He's not specifically talking about himself or reals, people. He's just saying, sometimes a person's love can make you feel rich even on minimum wage. Meaning, you know what, as long as I got you, my baby, I'm good. Right? I mean, come on. Tell me you're not feeling that one. So, yeah, come on. Oh, I couldn't believe it. The other thing was, both of their debuts were so different. I mean, the last few songs of Blake's have been about Gwen, pretty much. But Gwen's was a completely different departure. What I love about Gwen's artwork for this song is it shows Gwen from when she first started kind of deal and what she was wearing in her first album and how it was more on the punky side and all that good stuff. And then the other half of the picture is of her, let's say, Blakeified with the Daisy Dukes and all that stuff. Very different. so cool. I just love her. I love her. And I was actually thinking, I think it'd be kind of cool if now we get a single from Gwen that's about Blake. We've already gotten one small one, but I mean, now that they're engaged, I want that. Oh yeah, we get that from his side all the time, but now I want it from hers. Anyhow, so that was pretty cool. Moving on to another topic. Now, this one I really debated about it because, I didn't want to get into this whole thing, but I feel like, oh my God. So I'm going to touch on it lightly, and then I'm just going to let it go because honestly, I really kind of thought I'm just going to stay away from that whole thing. But what can I say? I mean, it's part of our world right now. And even though I'm Canadian, this affects me. But this thing with Trump, oh my Lord. So apparently he's scheduling a big, massive protest move, kind of gathering, whatever you want to call it, for the 6th. And there's also worry about Inauguration Day. Now, like I said, I'm going to touch on this very briefly and very lightly. Guys, just keep the peace. Don't do it. Okay? I mean, honestly, enough is enough. The world needs to settle down, get along. basically, let's stop the crap. It's just not good for anybody. And I just really want to see it end. I don't know about you guys, but 2020 is gone. 2021 is in. Let's do this. Let's do it right. Let's get together and let's make things good. And there you go. That's about as much as I'm going to touch on that one. Alrighty, you guys. I thought on a much lighter note, which I'm feeling very light today, and I'm sitting here and I've got my coffee with me and I'm all ready to dish some stuff with you guys. One of the things I wanted to bring up was I talked in one of the last couple of podcasts ago about some hidden gems as far as shows that I thought you guys might like, and that, you know, maybe during this pandemic, if you're kind of, all caught up with what you think is out there and you're like looking for something new to watch, well, I may have a few things that you guys may be able to check out. One Canadian show that I'm absolutely in love with, and now apparently the US picked it up. The US has played the first season. So excited about it. Is a great brand new big show called Transplant. It is about a guy who comes from Syria with his sister because his parents were killed, and he decided that he wanted to give his sister a better life. So he moves her here to Canada. I'm from Canada. Woo woo. They also mention a place that's 4 hours away from me called Sudbury, which is so cool that it was this close. I'm a huge champion of this show because I'm so excited that they've done this. And because of the pandemic, Transplant was able to get looked at by the US and picked up. And I thought, way to go. So if you haven't checked out Transplant, it is available to you guys now on NBC. I'm sure it won't be hard for you guys to find, so please go and watch that, because I think, you'll probably get wrapped up real good. It was such a fantastic show, and I just adore it. And I am thrilled and excited and anxious to have season 2. And of course, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to mention it very briefly because it was in my last podcast, but about Cobra Kai. If you don't know what Cobra Kai is, it is a series that has now been built off of the Karate Kid saga. So you need to go and check that out because it is a fantastic show, which everybody is raving about, and that's available on Netflix. So I don't consider that a little hidden gem, but just something that I think deserved mention. Another one is a show with, it's no longer in production, but was one of the best things I had seen as far as comedy. I was completely in love with was a show called The Ranch. It had Ashton Kutcher, Danny Masterson, Sam Elliott. The cast is just phenomenal. And the fact that they kind of macked on my Shania Twain on the first episode that helped a lot. It was so good. So you want to go and check that out because I'm going to tell you right now, fantastic. Another incredible show you might want to go and check out would be one called Upload. Upload is available on Amazon Prime. Fantastic premise. Attention to detail in this show is amazing. Now, when I first saw this show and the main character, I thought it was Jason Ritter. I really did, because this guy looks so much like Jason Ritter. It is incredible. But the show is fantastic, and it is about being able to choose to upload yourself even after you've passed. So you would be living in a virtual world. I don't want to say too much because it'll give it away. And as stupid as this show might sound to you in my description, you really got to go and check it out because it will get you. It will get you. It is so, so good. And the first season cliffhanger was good. It was so good. And the absolute incredible attention to detail, like I say, was mind-blowing. So please go and check out Upload, available on Amazon Prime. I'm just sitting here thinking of all these little hidden gems. Like the next one on my list was Step Up, High Water. Now, they're no longer going to be called High Water. Should they return? I'm still, at the moment, trying to keep up on any news of this show, but unfortunately, there's nothing out yet, and there's a good reason for that, and it's because it was a show that had actress Naya Rivera, who has passed away due to a drowning. She was on a boat with her child, and it's fantastic. It also has a Neo in it. Neo was incredible in this, and his chemistry with Naya was unbelievable. Like what I said in one of my podcasts, it was too bad that I would have liked her to be mentioned for Step Up as much as she was for Glee, but she wasn't. But I would really love for you guys, without giving anything away, once again, to go and check on Step Up High Water, because it's a fantastically, brilliantly written show as well. Really, really good. Other than that, if I can think of more at some point, I will get back to you on that and kind of keep giving you little hidden gems. I do have one last one that I want to bring up to you. It's also another Netflix show, and it should be debuting its second season very shortly, which is called The Circle. Oh, if you haven't seen The Circle US, because there are, I believe, 3 different versions. One's from France. Yeah. Anyway, this is a show where they take so many people, and they're all separated in different apartments in one building. And they can't see each other or anything like that, but they do get to have communication through their TV, typing, no voice. It's just typing. This is how they communicate. And it's kind of a popularity game. Once again, my description probably doesn't do it any justice at all, but they can be who they want to be. It can be a guy literally doing the typing, but they're pretending to play a female. They can pretend they might be 50 years old and they're playing like 28. And so it is up to all of them to weed through the lies and deception, and one of them gets taken out of the game periodically. So just go and check it out. It's really good. And I really fell in love with the first season. It was a definite binger for me. I got to about episode 6. And then from there, I was like, boom, 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 boom. It was really, really good. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff will keep you busy during this pandemic. Need a sip of my coffee here. It will get you through. Some of this stuff was just so, so good. And I wasn't sure how many of you may have known about some of these things, because once their bigger time comes up on Netflix kind of just puts that stuff a little bit in the background and brings out their newer stuff, and that gets precedent. So I wanted to kind of walk you through some of that stuff, and hopefully, get you interested and give you some stuff to look at for the next little while. All right, we're going to move on again now. I did tell you when I started the podcast that every now and then I would have some soap news, soap operas, your stories, daytime. I do have a little bit of news on that front, so I'm going to get to that. And once again, you guys, please, if you have anything that you want me to talk about at the end of this, I'm going to give you an email that you can reach me at, or please down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit that bell, and leave me some comments letting me know what you want me to talk about, what you want me to dish about, what you want me to bring up, something you think that maybe I don't know about. Now, some soap news. John Lindstrom, yes, from General Hospital, may be taking over for Matthew Ashford, yes, on Days of Our Lives. He is married to actress Katie McLean, who is currently playing Jennifer Horton Devereaux on Days of Our Lives. I tell ya, they are married in real life, and apparently, now we don't know exactly how this is going down, if Matthew is going to be taking out a little bit, if he's going to be taken off canvas for a tiny bit, and if John Lindstrom is actually going to be taking his part, or if they're just using him for some of the intimate scenes is what is being speculated, because we haven't heard of Matthew having COVID or any kind of problem that would keep him from the show. So here's my speculation, and if I'm wrong, I will come back with that and completely admit that I was wrong. I think we're going to have to watch for detail and have our eyes peeled, because I think it's going to be camera tricky because of the fact that with COVID, Matthew Ashford and Katie McLean will not be able to do intimate scenes. So here's how I think this is going to go. I have a really big feeling that it's going to be the camera trickery, so that John Lindstrom will do the kiss, but the camera will make it look like it's still Matthew Ashford. So we're going to have to look very carefully into that one. Now, on more soap news, Jackie Harris is going to be coming on to Days and doing her thing. The 221 star from back in the day, yeah, she's still doing her thing, and as vibrant and amazing as always. And she's going to be playing quite a delicious character. So look out for her debut. I'm not exactly sure when, but they said shortly. So we'll be watching out for that. Now, one last piece of information, and this one comes out of Days of Our Lives. Back in the day, Miss Felicia Gallant from Another World. What an incredible lady she is. Well, guess what? This amazing woman is going to be coming on to Days of Our Lives. I am so excited. The amazing soap star, veteran, just an all-around incredible lady, Linda Dano, will be playing Vivian Alamain. It is going to be Days of Our Lives' third attempt at a different Vivian. The main originating Louise Sorrell leaving the role. We're not exactly sure why. I love Linda Dano. She's one of my favorites. And I think if anybody can do it and make it stick, it'll be her. But I love Louise Sorrell in that role. She originated it. It's hers. Nobody can do it like her. But I think if anybody's going to be able to give her life, it will be Linda Dano. So I'm very, very excited to see her return. Guys, I got to tell you what. 2021 is off to a good start because I get to be with you again. I'm enjoying my time. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. So please do me a huge favor. Do all that good YouTube stuff. If you're listening from another area where all podcasts are available, I am there. Thank you so much. Please find a way to follow me. I also have a fan group on Facebook. You can look for me there. Just thank you so much for everything. And just get a hold of me and let me know what you think. Please leave comments, like, subscribe, smash that bell, do all of it. And I will see you once again tomorrow. Mwah.